Well, if you look at how the traditional scheme of things in healthcare is quite broken in Asia. And access and affordability seems to be a homogeneous problem across these markets. These are big continents with large geographical areas, lots of people spread out. And how do you take enough healthcare infrastructure and resources to those people? If we go about it organically, we'll probably never get there, which is exactly why we need technology disruption to take parts of healthcare to people. And that's exactly what we are doing out here, is to identify such technologies which can disrupt traditional models, pick up a part of healthcare and take it to the people at the point of
virtually,
care.
Right?
Virtually.
Yeah. Okay, so describe some of, without getting into too much detail if you can't, describe some of the startups that you've already put money behind.
So I'll take an example of our first investment. It's called Jana Care. It's a Boston-based startup, but the innovation is extremely applicable for emerging Asia. It's a point-of-care diagnostic, and you can actually measure lipid profile, the heart check, the diabetes check, the HbA1c, hemoglobin, and so on, at the point of care under 6 minutes. Now, imagine taking a mini lab and placing it in the small one-doctor clinics out there. And what you have is a patient coming in and getting his results right there and then, instead of coming back the next day, getting another follow-up consult, and so on and so forth. Today it's 5 tests at the point of care. Tomorrow it'll be 15 at the point of care and maybe at home. Then what happens to the need of having all the brick and mortar infrastructure of lab chains being there? It's not required. All that cost gets saved, and the patient actually gets a test result as well as follow-up consultation right there and then.
Wow, amazing stuff. Okay, so here's the thing. I mean, broadly speaking, this is a space, health tech, which probably by next year, according to some surveys, could be worth north of $200 million a year. So the potential is huge, and one of the things that they're talking about here at the conference is how investors can monetize this long term. From your point of view, what are the returns potentially like? 10x, 20x, 30x, or do you have any sort of gauge?
Yeah, so that depends completely on the stage of investment that you do.
You're early stage?
Yeah, we're early stage. So once we go in, we would hope to invest in companies which have huge impact and network effects, and therefore get multiples in the area of 5 to 15x.
5 to 15x,
Yeah.
okay, all right.